If you ever wondered why America can't have nice things and why everything is fucking toxic, this is going to show you why. When I saw this, I was enraged. I had to stop it because I was waking up my kids from cursing so much. But I'm going to show you a clip from last week's Senate hearing. There was a Senate subcommittee that had a hearing on to examine the public health impacts of PFAS exposure. Okay.
As Congress considers PFAS regulations, one thing that Congress seems to do is we overreact.
I'm sorry, did he just say that Congress overreacts? Because the 118th Congress was one of the least productive in history. But don't worry, it is actually not that far off from other Congresses in recent history, which were also incredibly unproductive. So it's really just been a completely unproductive last 20 years, which is why PFAS are still fucking legal, okay? So PFAS are the toxic forever chemical. Watch the movie Dark Waters. There's now over 14,000 different kinds of PFAS. All of them have shown to be toxic, some of them in different ways. A few of them were banned in the Stockholm Convention over 10 years ago. However, they're called the toxic forever chemical because they will not ever break down in the environment unless someone comes and tries to break them down. And just so you know, around 45% of the nation's tap water is estimated to have at least one type of PFAS, if not more. That's 95 million Americans, and that's just according to the latest geological survey. However, PFAS are in our reign in levels that are unsafe. So Senator Mullins, he starts trying to derail the hearing, right? So he's bringing up all this other shit. And this scientist, a doctor who's been studying PFAS and its impacts on people, she tries to bring it back to what is a real and known risk.
That produce grown in our state is contaminated with PFAS. Our children could eat those blueberries.
What we actually don't know is what harm is actually causing. What's the long-term effects? We're identifying PFAS is there, but it's like we're putting the cart before the horse.
We don't know what the long-term effects are? So first of all, we fucking do, which is why we banned 2 of these chemicals 10 years ago. DuPont and 3M knew 60 fucking years ago, which is why they hid how incredibly bad it was, because it was too profitable to be toxic, right? Yeah, so we know that they cause brain cancer, kidney cancer, testicular cancer, breast cancer, a suppressed immune response. You're more likely to unalive from COVID. You're more likely to get long COVID if you don't die from it. It's also an obesogen. It messes up your hormone functioning, right? It causes autoimmune disorders. It's also a neurotoxin that is proven to cause memory loss and spatial learning issues in young children, okay? Some people lose their vision. But what he's doing is really, really calculated.
We're saying that it's there, so it must cause some type of issue. But there's not enough study to actually say it is causing these issues. But I don't think we're even close to knowing the exact studies of if it is harmful, and if it is, which direction is it harmful.
This is a classic strategy that's been adopted by so many different industries in the past. Tobacco is a really great example of doing the same thing, of saying, well, we don't really know what the risks are. Well, you know, it's inconclusive. We're just not sure. And paying politicians to sow doubt. This is manufactured doubt, guys. And this is what it looks like. I just had to look him up. Oh, shocker. He also believes that abortion should be completely illegal with no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the mother. Cool. Got it. He also introduced bills to protect industry from having to pay for PFAS cleanup. I'm sorry, PFAS are synthetic chemicals that were intentionally put there and are known to never leave. So yeah, those companies should have to pay for the cleanup so less people die, because people are going to continue to die as long as those chemicals are there and continuing to contaminate everything. Got to protect those companies at all costs.